Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Stay Afraid podcast. This is episode 3 of the podcast. Today we are covering Fear Street Part 2, 1978.
Yep.
Yep, that's it. Thanks for watching. That's it.
Goodbye.
All right. How do we start these things? I don't remember. I liked it. It was good.
I really liked that. I thought it was better than the first one. And I know you
agree.
said this earlier, but now watching this, I did notice that the first one isn't as good as I thought it would be.
Yeah, definitely. This one's a lot better. Like, I need to go back and change my rating for the first one. I don't think it was bad, the first one.
It's just like,
This one's just a lot better.
see, why I like the first one so much is that it was different than what my expectations were. And that's why I liked it so much, but because I thought it wasn't going to be like this more, not hardcore, I don't want to say hardcore, but like, you know what I mean. But with the second one, it's also different expectations again, and that's why I like it. I like it, but I like it.
Oh,
I'm horrible at
by the
explaining
way,
it.
I'm Zander, and that's Reid.
Yeah.
We're really good at this podcast thing.
Mhm.
Anyway, yeah, I agree. This one's better. The first one, I think, had its issues with, to me, it didn't feel like, these movies feel a lot different, even though they're the same, made by, everyone's like the same. Like, the people who made it
Mhm.
came out directly after, like, and I assume they filmed it around the same time, but it feels very different in a good way. Like, the
Mhm.
first one feels a lot like one of those teenage horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
And this one has that same feel,
But
but definitely a lot, I would say, I'm straight up, this one's gorier,
way
Way gorier,
I'm glad you said
and-
that, because
and it has a lot more sexual themes, drug themes.
Friday the 13th vibes.
Very, yeah, which is, a lot of people are probably going to be upset about that. I'm guessing when we read the reviews, if I don't forget about that. But, I think people are going to be like, it's a copy of Friday the 13th.
I hate this. It's just a slasher wannabe.
Yeah, I think, but personally, this one's like,
This is
This
actually
is a slasher.
kind of like a slasher.
this is a slasher film.
With like extra elements.
Yeah, definitely. Even like Camp Nightwing, like
That's.
that's straight up, like it's whatever. Which I don't mind it.
Hmm?
I think it's fine.
Mhm.
They do a good job with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's quickly look at the cast here, just so we can get that not out of the way. I want to just talk
Get
about all the characters and how they did. Sadie Sink as Ziggy Berman. I think she did a
Really good.
really good job. She was the mean sister of Cindy. I think Emily Rudd did a very good job as well. Those are the two main. I mean, there's a few more main characters, but those were the main characters that I'm just gonna say for now. We'll
That we
talk about
like-
the other ones later.
That we mostly followed.
Yeah, and like I said, I'll talk about the other ones later. But personally, those were the main characters, and I think they did a really good job.
Hmm?
And it's kind of weird because she's like the same age as me, which is super weird. Ziggy. We're like
Really?
very close, like a year difference.
I thought she was like 6. Yeah, that's like.
No, I'm saying like her act, like the actor. I just think that's crazy that there's people doing
Oh,
that
yeah.
that are my age, but whatever.
Wow.
Anyway, started off. I was very excited for this movie. I start off my notes with, I'm very ready. I was preparing myself. I was very excited, and I don't know why, because not that like there shouldn't be a reason to be excited, but I didn't like watch this directly after we finished the first podcast. It took me a little bit.
The reason why I was so excited to watch this is because like I knew the first one could be better, and like I was excited to see them like not better, but I was excited to see like what they could build off of it.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. I don't know. I'm very excited to watch the third one now.
Mm-hmm.
And also, guys, just a heads up, it's been a while, not a while since I've seen it, but like probably like a week. And so I'm going to be a little forgetful until I get into the swing of things. Get it?
Oh.
Swing of an axe.
Wow, I'm
It's an
laughing
axe killer,
'cause
guys.
that's
All right.
so funny.
Anyways, start off with C. Berman who is making a microwave dinner with some alcohol to
I
join.
I also said alcoholic beverage.
Yes. I don't know why. It was just funny. Because, like, also we see in the scene, I believe, she's very paranoid person.
That's what I said later. It's like she, when she's locking her door, there's like 20 locks.
Which is
it's like
comical.
And like Pixar, when if an old person,
Like in Up, didn't he have a lot of locks? Yeah, he definitely did.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Not George.
I almost said George too. I don't know. Whatever. That we're not reviewing Up. Lots of locks, I said, and she has a cute dog named Ranger. No, that's not
Major.
Right. Major.
I also said
Major
doggy.
Tom.
Major. Just Major.
I don't know.
No,
anyway, she also had a lot of like alarms and stuff for everything.
I also said doggy. Just
yes. But something happens. Like there's like a noise outside, right?
and people are shining flashlights and in
Yeah.
the window, and she's like, Major, get down.
Yeah, she's like freaking out and stuff, and then
Puts her doggy in
someone
the
breaks
closet.
into the kitchen window because that's like the only unlocked window.
And it's
It's Dina and
Josh.
Josh, correct.
Joshua.
Which is like, why would you break in it? Like, I get it, you're desperate, but okay. Also, guys, if you haven't watched part 1, or if you haven't watched part 2,
Watch both.
watch both. Also, if you don't feel like watching them, you could listen to the podcast, but at the same time, just watch the movie because our podcast is like
This does not
20 minutes shorter than the movie. So like just watch the movie, and then if you want to listen to the first podcast, I would appreciate it. But it's not like we add some of our thoughts, we read some reviews. Reed gets pretty upset.
I do. Cause
Anyway, Dina is in there and she's like, "Bro, we need your help." And the lady's like, "Nah, fam." I think that's exactly the dialogue, actually.
No.
But, no. Yeah, Dina's like, "We need your help." If you guys remember, Sam is possessed by the witch, and she's, like, trying to kill people and stuff. They have her tied up, and then this lady, C. Berman's like, "Nah, I don't want to help you." And then
You have to run.
they say something. Dina says something like, I don't remember what she says.
I can't run anymore or something.
Yeah, she's like, "I love her," or something like really sweet. And then C. Berman's gonna help. She's like, "Fine, come in the house. Just stay away. Keep her away from my dog."
Yeah,
I remember that.
I do also.
Which is like fair enough,
Yeah.
And then now I said, let's get it, because we're into the movie now. It's 19. Oh yeah, because C. Berman's gonna start explaining her story.
Oh wait, I said before. First of all, I said knew it, which I have no idea what I was talking about, but I don't know. Then I said like ending in the first one, but that has nothing to do with it. My thoughts were, oh, I didn't expect this to just continue with the story from the first one. I thought it was gonna be, the second one was just, oh, this is just a new story.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that it was gonna be like an overarching thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how they were gonna do it. I think they did it in a good way.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're in the new story.
Nightwing.
We're at Camp Nightwing. Girl's running through the woods, who we end up realizing is Ziggy.
Mm-hmm. Then she gets decked.
Yeah, she gets. I said and clothesline. She really got clothesline for real.
That's what I put. Got decked.
Like it was like a nice WWE clothesline. Like she got messed up, and then she gets. Oh God, out of this. She gets
hung.
No, they get to this tree, right?
Yeah,
and,
that's where the witch hung herself.
Yeah, where the witch hung herself. Whatever, no one cares about that.
And there's like, she's a witch.
Yeah, basically there's a bunch of these kids calling her a witch.
Because she stole something.
She stole some money, guys. Nice.
That was my phone.
She stole some money, and, yeah, that's it. She's been like, I don't know, she just gets bullied. I can't talk today.
She stole a bunch, I think.
I don't know what she did, but these kids don't like her. It's like a group of 4 or 5 kids, right? And, then they start to, like, this girl, like, main bully threatens to, like, burn her, and I'm like, there's no way you burn this girl.
Oh, yeah, and they did.
Okay, but, like, with, like, a lighter, right,
yeah, with
guys?
a lighter?
And, like, on her arm, which is still, like, ow.
And the rest of the boys were like, no way we're gonna
don't
do this.
that. And then she does it, and then
And then like,
the counselor comes up and is like, "Hey,
hey, what are you doing?
stop it!" But the counselor is like one of the kid's brothers,
Yes.
and he's like, "Stop! You can't be doing that."
And the other counselors from Sunny.
Yeah, but
Sunny
the guy was like, he was like, "That's it. That's strike 5." Also, who does 5 strikes? I didn't write that down, but I remember that it was like, "All right, strike 5. You're going home." And I was like, 5 strikes? Damn.
I mean, 3 strikes for like a bunch of kids at a camp kind of seems low, because
I guess, but if you're stealing and stuff, you kind of deserve to go home.
Yeah, that's.
Anyway, and then the other camp counselor is like, "No, because then, like, she's going to go home and show this burn mark, and then we're exposed." And then he's like, "Fine, but seriously, 1 more strike, you're gone." And that's when I was like, wow, this camp sucks.
Yeah.
Like, big balls, sucks balls. Then we, like, go through this montage of seeing all these, like, happy kids, and then I was like, happy camp Nightwing. Happy campers right here.
Yeah.
And then the soundtracks, again, if you guys watched the first podcast, we like the soundtrack. Oh, I liked the soundtrack a lot. And I think this one is just as good.
Are you talking about like the music from other like bands in it,
Yeah.
or just okay? I have some thoughts on it. I put it later. I can see why people would complain about like the '80s music in this one, because there is not '80s, '70s, late '70s. There's more finger quotes you can't see, but finger quotes nostalgic music in here,
Yeah.
way more than the first one. I assume, or just
No, there was a lot of music in the first one. I don't mind it though. People were complaining, but
it was just in the beginning.
I didn't find it distracting though. I thought it got you in the vibe.
Yeah.
It also helps remind you. This one also was a lot easier to tell. It was in the 70s than part 1 was to tell it was in the 90s.
Yeah.
Part 1 definitely, we said this, felt like it took place in 2021.
Mhm.
Straight up.
It could have taken.
Yeah, it
place.
literally could have, and you wouldn't even know.
This one
definitely
not possible.
No, this one definitely felt like a 1978 or whatever
Yeah.
movie.
1980.
78.
I
Yeah.
know. I was
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I got that right. And then we go straight into a sex scene.
Oh yeah, I said at some point
It was graphic.
when I said when they were burning her, I said WTF, and when that officer was like talking to somebody, he was like, "I'm an officer" or something. I was like, is that the same officer from the first one in like
The
Sunnyvale? Yeah.
The counselor, well, he's not an officer yet, but his dad, the story behind him is like his dad was like the deputy, and he died, and everyone just expected him to be the next deputy.
Yeah, and I was like,
and
is
yes,
that the same officer?
that's the same one.
I was like, and I said, I have no idea what is it. Gosh darn moose? Gosh darn moss. Oh, that's when they were cleaning in the toilet.
Oh, was that before this? Oh, it is before the sex scene. Yeah, they're in our other main character, Cindy, is cleaning
the bathroom outhouse thing. And there's moss.
with her boyfriend, Tommy.
And there's like...
It's like this moss, yeah.
It's like...
But it looked like carpet.
I think that's just moss.
Maybe, I guess. But it was like red.
Yeah.
It's weird.
But, yeah, it was said, she was like, this gosh darn moss got on my shirt.
Yeah, it was
like, gosh darn it.
I liked her as a character.
Mm-hmm. She seemed interesting. Like
Yeah.
a character. Like a person.
Yeah. And anyways, the girl,
Sex.
Cindy, yes, she leaves and walks in to find... She wants to find her other counselor, Alice, to help because she's supposed to be cleaning the house with them, with her boyfriend. I don't know his name. But she walks in and they're like... It's like a graphic sex scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like, from the first one, you wouldn't expect it. Not like overly graphic, like not compared to any other, but you see the guy's butt. That's about it, really.
Yeah, but like he's going.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, we don't need to go into it.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're still talking about it. Anyway, and then Alice is like talking crap and stuff. She sucks. I'm gonna say this a lot. I dislike that character the entire movie.
I don't dislike her
movie.
the entire movie. She has character development.
Kinda has character.
Like,
anyway, I will get into that. Anyway, and so that's why I said, well, I don't like this Alice girl.
Yeah, I didn't like her.
I felt
at
like
the start too.
a mom when I wrote that down. I was like, I don't like her. Don't hang out with her.
I don't approve.
And then we switch. Unless you had something to say.
Switch where?
We switch to Ziggy going to the nurse.
Oh yeah, that's. Continue.
Yes. She goes to the nurse, and then she's like going through her stuff because she can't find the nurse, and there's like some witch book.
Before that, while she was like looking in there with like a bunch of stuff, there's some like, I swear there was like a little bit of Friday 13th score in there. It was like.
Definitely. The Friday 13th. I write down later like. It feels like a Friday 13th. Straight up, this could have been like a Friday reboot.
Way better. Like, than the first one.
No, yeah. Yeah, sure. You can't compare that. I mean, you can, but like, I'm not going to say that this is better than the original Friday 13th. But those are two different movies completely.
They are.
But like, this and like the reboot, again, they're very different movies, but very similar. No, they're very different but similar, but
it's kind of
not
like,
better than the reboot.
I mean, this killer, I'm not going to say yet the name of him, but like the killer and reboot Jason, they're both powerhouses.
Yeah, dude. This guy's nutty.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see a movie against those two guys for them facing off.
Oh, that'd be ratchet.
Anyway, the nurse... Oh, yeah, she finds... Ziggy finds the witch book, and
the nurse
she's like, what the F? And then the nurse comes up, and then she starts, like, giving her this medicine or whatever, which I thought that was going to be more important, because they made it seem like it was going to be important.
But then, the nurse, which, really cool reveal, the nurse talks about...
Wait. Yeah.
Want me to continue? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. The nurse talks about how that girl, the one that got possessed by the witch in the first one that came back in, like, the 60s, it's she, the one who slit her wrist and killed a bunch of her friends, that girl is the daughter of the nurse.
Bro, I totally didn't even realize that.
Are you kidding me?
I didn't. I literally did not.
They showed a flashback.
I didn't. I must have not. I must have been writing. All I knew was... I'm so dumb. I just knew that the nurse's daughter killed people, and like... Dude, I'm so stupid. Anyway, yeah, like...
That's the thing. And she
the nurse's
said,
daughter murdered a lot of people.
Yeah, and she said, like, she wanted to be a singer and stuff.
Dude, I don't know how I didn't... I'm so stupid.
And that's why she sung a bunch.
No, it makes sense, and that makes sense. I just didn't... My brain did not process that. It didn't... It's not like a huge thing. Like, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but it's pretty obvious.
No, yeah, you're right. Anyway, then the nurse is, like, getting weird and stuff, talking about this. She starts, like, bandaging Ziggy's arm from the burn. Like, a lot. Like, uses, like, this whole wrap. And then Ziggy's like, hey, that hurts. She's still going.
Oh, you stop it.
And then, and then Ziggy gets done with that. She's like, wow, nurse, that was pretty freaking weird. Please, like, get away from me. Even though, like...
No, they were
That's
friends.
like a huge... Yeah, they're like friends. That's like Ziggy's the only person Ziggy can talk to at the camp because everyone hates her. Yeah. Including... Okay, I shouldn't say her sister doesn't hate her, but they fight, and that's where we go to next. Ziggy walks out, and
they talk.
They talk, and they're like being rude to each other.
No, Ziggy's like... Something's weird about the nurse Lane, and she's like, Ziggy, I could give a crap. I don't care. Yeah, she don't care.
And Cindy is also struggling right now. She's very stressed about everything. She's very we shouldn't mention this. Ziggy's kind of like a she don't care. She's like a Ziggy.
Oh, Ziggy.
Yeah, Ziggy doesn't care, and she like does whatever she wants. She's like a thug. She's not a thug, but she does whatever she wants. And Cindy's like very uptight and like
a goody two shoes.
Goody two shoes. She needs everything to be perfect. She's perfect. Stuff like that. So they're very different.
Later we learn on why she's such a goody.
Yeah, we learn a lot later on, and we'll talk about it. But yeah, Cindy's very stressed. Anyway, oh my lord, I can't speak.
Understandable. Man.
Yeah. So next we cut to Tommy and Cindy inside of this like mess hall,
and they were like talking.
And they're like cleaning and stuff.
And she was mad, and she swore.
She said a swear.
And Tommy's like,
"Whoa, bro!
You said a swear?"
She's like,
"Crack."
He's like, "Crack. We're gonna have to fight." No, I'm just kidding. But that does happen.
Then Nurse Lane comes in.
No. We cut to a scene.
We do?
We cut to a thing where the knife drawer's open. And we're like, what?
Oh yeah, and Cindy's walking around.
No, yeah.
And like.
And then there's creepy music.
It was like, uh-oh.
And then
killer.
I said, oh crap, the nurse has a knife. Oh my god, what the F, what the F.
Okay.
I didn't say the F word.
Now let me explain what
WTF.
I'm gonna translate what Xander's like speaking of here. The nurse comes out with a knife and she's just like, Tommy, no matter what you do, you are going to die tonight. And I think she says you're gonna hurt people.
Something along those lines. Correct.
And then she tries to kill him, and she
Yeah,
jumps on
dude.
top of him, and he just
slams her on this bench and like. Does it kill? Does she die?
She does not die.
She gets knocked out.
Yeah, she gets.
But Tommy also got hit in the back of the head.
And he's like, blood.
He's bleeding. And it was like, what the heck, dude? Why are you doing that?
Oh yeah, and I said because she failed, I said Lane more like lame. LOL OMG LMAO LMFAO.
Okay. Well,
You're welcome.
I really wish you didn't include that.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Yep.
And then I don't. What is this? Why is this? What is this cut to?
I have no idea.
Oh, I think that's when they're eating lunch after.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's.
It's not the exact next scene, but that's the most relevant next scene. And they're eating lunch, and these kids just suck again in this movie. Like,
Sunnyvale.
they're just all of them. No, I'm just saying like these kids
yeah.
in general just suck, and they're just like talking about this witch stuff, making fun of this nurse and her daughter, and Tommy getting almost murdered and stuff, and they keep saying it's the witch, but I think they're just joking. And then Tommy's like legit scared.
Yeah, he is shook. He feels like you look.
He's like
sick.
something's up.
He looks like pale and drained.
Yeah.
Then the Sunnyvale dude comes out and he's like cheering, "We're gonna beat these guys!" And what was it, like cops and robbers they're doing?
It was capture the flag, but that's what I wrote down here. Like they called this the color war. I feel like that's first I was like, that's a horrible name for this.
At first I'm like, is this some racist?
But I think I think that was like a thing at camps.
Really?
Like legit. Like I don't know if it was called the color war,
but it was...
but anyway, and I was like, whatever, maybe that was a thing. And then yeah, they start chanting, and the Sunnyvale guy is like, we're gonna destroy these losers. Yeah. It's Shady Side versus Sunnyvale. And capture the flag tonight.
And the girl, she is
she sucks.
She's more like the girl that like
her speech sucks is what I meant.
Oh yeah, she's like
like Kate.
She's kind of like a hippie.
She's literally Kate.
Kate?
From the first movie.
Kate. No. Kate
she
was
is literally the same character.
No. Kate was more. No, she was not chill. And
no, you're right. No, but that's just
very aggressive.
No one cares about.
But this girl, she was like so peaceful and like saying, it was like, it doesn't matter if we lose or win.
This is not important to the movie, by the way. I don't know why we're talking about this whole color war thing. Literally has no significance. I mean, a little bit later because they're playing capture the flag.
Just move.
We're going on.
Man.
Also.
Oh! I said chanting again.
It is Sunnyvale. Oh yeah, that's what I put. It's Sunnyvale, because last time we couldn't remember if it was Sunnyside, or if it was Sunnyvale, or what was the Toy Story place called?
It was Sunnyside.
Yeah, that's why we kept calling it that.
Okay, apparently we could remember that, but not the actual name of the movie we just had watched.
Okay, yeah, and this is, I even tell myself, because when I tell you about these notes and stuff, I like want to just write down the important stuff, but sometimes I put some funny, stupid little details in. And
no, that's just all my notes.
Yeah, so that's why like when something's like actually like when I need to make sure I remember later when I'm recording this, because it could have been a while, which it was. I write down when things are like what's actually important in the plot. And what was important at this point is that Ziggy thinks the witch is real and Cindy disagrees. That's the main focus at the moment, I would say.
Oh yeah, I did the same. This happens again after this. I say Ziggy more like meanie. LOL OMG.
Stop. Just stop.
Yep.
Alright, Reed's no longer allowed to take notes when we watch it. Also, I always forget to mention this. We watch these movies separately. I always put it in the description, but I always forget to mention the podcast. We don't watch these together, and this is literally our first time talking about these movies. So I'm excited to get to a movie where we disagree on whether we liked it or not, which we should pick a controversial movie next after part 3.
That's something to get canceled by.
Not controversial like that,
I know.
dingus.
I was a joke.
I'm trying to think of something. Maybe like, I don't know.
It's hard to choose, man.
What's a fun movie you could do?
I've never seen Evil Dead.
We could do. I mean, I don't know. Or we could do.
But that's in the future. Let's get back to this. Come on.
Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. The sisters are still fighting, of course. Like this is kind of something that I disliked about the movie is that like we get like 3 different scenes of the sisters just like arguing and walking for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
But also like they're not together in this movie a lot. We get 2 separate stories like most movies do.
Yeah.
And it's them like most movies will have 2 separate
I thought you were talking
things
about, like,
going
Fear
on.
Street, like in general. Because I'm like.
But anyway, yeah, then they're like never together basically. So this is when I said again I really like the soundtrack. I don't know what song was playing.
Oh, I also said this is when I put it a lot more 80s music. I keep on saying 80s. I meant like 70s.
Yeah. And then what's this? Oh yes, Cindy and Tommy are in the infirmary searching for drugs to give like a reason. Cindy wants to basically find an actual reason for why the nurse did this instead of being like it's a witch like everyone else. She wants to find like a real reason. So she's looking for like evidence like drugs and stuff.
There was a jump scare at some point, like a fake out thing, I think by Cindy, and I just put, why did that get me? Because
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think maybe. Oh wait, that might be coming up. And then anyway, Tommy finds this witch stuff, and Cindy's like, "Bro, what the heck? I can't speak. I mixed some words.
What the?
Yeah. Cindy's like, "Stop, bro." And Tommy's like reading this stuff, and it's like legit. And then there's a scary noise. It said, "Scary noise leads me to being scared." I don't get like horror movies don't really scare me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Which is unfortunate. It's very rare. But these movies, I'm never, like, actually scared. I'm just, like, my anxiety level goes up. That's basically what horror does to me now. Is like, my anxiety just goes up.
That's why I prefer seeing horror movies in theaters.
Yeah, but...
The
last horror movie that, like, actually, like, made me scared and, like, look around was Lake Mungo. We should cover Lake Mungo at some point.
We already watched it.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh, whatever, okay. We can do that. I can probably put my thoughts on it.
Yeah, Lake Mungo's good. Watch that if you guys have it. Anyway.
That's a really good movie.
So I wasn't like, I'm not actually scared. Because it's scary.
I don't want to watch
It's a scary movie. Another movie that sometimes scares me when I watch it alone, The Strangers. That movie's scary. The first one.
I've never seen The Strangers, but I know like everything.
Yeah, if you watch that alone, it's pretty scary.
I love horror movies like that.
It's rare to find horror movies that scare me.
I'm not the biggest fan of jump scares. I like the element of just creeping you out.
I don't mind
like,
jump scares.
Anticipation.
Oh, I prefer that, but jump scares are just part of movies, and I've accepted that. People that like fully dislike them, I'm just like, why do you care?
Yeah, now
unless they like, I know some people like it actually like frightens them like and turns them off from movies. So those people I understand why they would dislike them, but
I didn't really have a well-developed opinion on it, but I used to just think jump scares were lazy, but now it does not matter to me. I usually can tell when they're coming, and I like being surprised by ones I don't see coming. Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get back to the movie we're covering. Oh, yeah. And the scary noise was just Alice, the stupid. She does drugs. That's how I remembered her for the first bit of the movie. She's like the drug girl. Everyone basically did drugs in this movie. I'm not even lying. Not everyone, but like the other girl, the hippie girl.
Oh yeah, she did.
Yeah, that's why I compared her to Kate, because she was the drug dealer of the.
She's not a drug dealer.
Yes, she is. She sold marijuana.
To who?
Like people, the camp people. Anyway.
I don't remember that. Oh, I'm so sorry. One more time. Cindy, more like Kindy. I'm not even gonna say the.
Why did you even write that down?
I don't.
Where were you even watching the movie?
Yes, I was, and I was like, I wanted to be like, ironic, funny, but at this point, I'm just disappointed in myself.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is when I said, the kids suck, dude. Like, these kids actually were horrible and super frustrating characters at some points.
Yeah.
Which you need them, but it came to the point where it was like, I don't understand why you suck this much. Like, I know it's funny,
I didn't
but
really
like,
suck.
I thought Alice was so incredibly annoying.
I didn't like her, but I didn't think she was like incredibly annoying.
I couldn't stand her. Maybe I was just like annoyed or something. I don't know. Anyway, Alice. So Cindy found the drugs she was looking for, unmarked bottle with some pills in it, and Alice stole them, the bottle and the witch book from Tommy. Yeah.
And they thought the nurse was taking it, so that's why they thought.
Yeah,
she
that's
was
why they
crazy.
took it. And then so, with that being said, Alice and her boyfriend, something.
They used the book.
What's his name? No, what's the boyfriend?
Kurt.
Possibly Kurt.
No, it's Kurt. I remember
They take
his
these
face.
pills anyway. That's probably later on. Anyway, then we switch back to Ziggy's story. That's Cindy's story, guys. Now we're back to Ziggy. Ziggy is coming up with a plan
Oh,
with some paint.
I thought that was later.
It's right now.
Bro.
Because I wrote down, there's a Carrie reference about pig's blood.
And I was like,
Officer Good, I don't know his first name.
me too.
What's his name, bro? I'm going to find his name, guys. His name was Nick.
Nick? Oh, yeah, that seems
Nick
right.
walks in. He's one of the counselors, by the way. He's the one that let her stay, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, hey, I got a better idea.
It's like, and he knew Stephen King, which I'm like, again, I was like, who doesn't know Stephen King? But then I remembered this was in the 70s.
Yeah, I don't remember when Carrie came out.
But
The book.
I don't think it was a movie yet.
No, I'm saying, no, but the book.
I know,
I'm saying.
I know.
I don't know when, that was his first book. I don't remember when, it was the 70s, I think.
That was his first book?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
But anyway, yeah, so there's like a reference or whatever, and they're hitting it off, basically. Ziggy and Nick.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically they're like making a plan to prank
And
this,
he was like,
the mean girl, the main mean girl
And he
that I
was
was
like,
talking about.
you think Carrie's good? Just wait till you see this. And then later he's like, oh my goodness gracious, it was revealed. And yeah.
I don't know what.
I have no idea.
That sentence literally didn't make sense.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, this whole Ziggy story kind of doesn't matter. At the moment, we'll get there.
I thought it was entertaining.
It was entertaining, but it doesn't add
It
anything.
doesn't really help. No, it does. It, like, later on.
She's bullied. Also, oh god, it's it's been a half hour and we gonna get.
We're a
we gotta
decent
get
way in.
through this. All right. Anyway, we're back to Cindy's. I want to say Sydney because Scream.
Oh my. Okay.
We're back to Cindy's story, and they're in the woods. You literally can't. I couldn't see anything. I don't know if it was because the way I was sitting lower. I was in my other chair.
I could see enough.
I couldn't see much. Anyway, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And then I was like, this is when Alice took the drugs, yeah. And I was like, those are probably bad drugs.
They're using the book to find, like, the witch's
Oh,
house.
yeah, that's probably important. They're in the woods. Yeah, they're looking for the witch's house.
They're just like,
Using this book. I totally didn't mention that.
I was gonna.
Usually I just hope that these people listening have seen the movie. I always hope. But if not, yeah, that wouldn't make any sense. Anyway, Alice falls in a hole in the woods, which is kind of funny because she's like, ow, and I'm like, you deserve that, you suck. And then the boyfriend, Alice's boyfriend, Kurt found the house when he's peeing.
He's like, guys, I found it.
And then I said, wow, not gonna lie, I've just liked characters in the series before, but this Alice girl is actually bad, like dumb. I hated her. I hate her.
And horrible.
from the beginning,
There.
and horrible. And then this guy standing there. Oh yeah, this is when Tommy like freezes up, and I didn't realize it was Tommy at first. He's just standing there very creepily. Also, this is when I wrote down. Also, this is some very Friday 13th like music.
Before you reveal the big thing, I just want to say two
Pretty obvious.
things. So, just continue. Oh wait, no,
That's literally my next point. Is
Oh.
the
Okay, so when they're in the basement and Tommy froze up, I finally realized. I said, he is the guy, and I finally realized, and that was before, where he got the axe, and when he got the axe and hit the guy in the face, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I wrote, oh fudge, Tommy is gonna be a shady side killer, because they find his name written on the rock,
Yeah.
with all the other shady side killers, and then the next scene is an axe to the face to the boyfriend. That's
Okay,
why I
just
don't
wanna say
care about his name.
That really got me. I don't know why. I watched Psycho Goreman earlier today, and I just see that, but this, and then I thought back to this. I'm like, this type of gore is like, this is 100% CG. This part,
Oh.
like, it looks so gross and also so like good.
I think the reason why Fear Street, both the movies I've watched, have done a very good job at this is just the shock factor of a kill. Most kills in horror now,
and also
you can expect very easily.
Okay, it's-
I wasn't expecting.
I'm gonna say now,
And this kill.
it's in this movie, the kills most of the are just so sudden and fast, and it's like it doesn't even give you time to process.
Yeah, that's
like,
what
it
yeah,
doesn't
that's
like
what I meant. Like
oh,
it's
no.
shock.
Oh no, I tripped down and I will
No,
never be
yeah,
able
that's
to
the-
stand
That's
up.
what I was saying. Like, the Fear Street kills are all very shocking.
Like this slasher. Tommy's just like straight to the point. This is what a slasher would like really do. Like, or possessed by a witch. This witch just wants to kill, so it's not gonna stall or anything. It's oh man, I just really like it.
I agree. I think they do a good job at that. Anyway, I said, "Holy God, that got me." Not like as in like it scared me, but like I was not expecting Kurt to get literally axed in the face.
I knew Kurt was going to die.
Oh yeah,
I
everyone
really knew
did.
it, but I did not know he was gonna die like that.
I agree.
Yeah, that's
My voice just cracked. Awesome. Anyway, intense music intensifies, and I think that music was very. I thought the music was very good. I couldn't tell you what it sounded
I said
like.
score slaps.
And then I said, "Holy crap, bro, that was nuts."
I said you after the aftermath, seeing that face.
Oh yeah.
And I said like.
This is when we cut to a different scene, and then it's like a girl scaring another girl during this capture the flag game, and I was like, they won't kill kids, right? Little did I know.
Yeah.
I said, thank God, just a stupid girl scaring another girl. Oh, little did I, guys, just get prepared.
I'm so.
And then there was another banger song. Apparently, I think this is when they played the song from Supernatural.
What?
Carry on,
Supernatural.
your wayward son.
I've never heard of that.
I don't know the name of it. You know it.
Supernatural.
Not that's a show.
Okay.
That's not.
I've
It was
never
just
heard
in
that.
the song or in the show.
Got
And
it.
then this is when we cut back to Ziggy's storyline with the pranks and stuff, and the Nick guy helped her come up with putting cockroaches in a bucket in the outhouse, luring in this bully to come in there, and then the bucket of cockroaches and like bugs falls on her. And it's pretty funny.
Yeah. And like, that's yeah.
Once again,
Yeah.
doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
Except for later, I guess.
Then I'm pretty sure we cut to like the shady side, like in the no, not shady side of the town, like in the cabin with them when he's like they're in jail, and the kid's like, "You guys need anything?" And like they were bullying him.
Yeah, they
And
were like,
this-
shut up.
Okay, this is when I said poor kid, and then someone's knocking on the door and you think it's like, oh, this is gonna be like a Friday 13th type situation with Tommy, but no, it's just those kids. It's a fake out. They come and steal him, and then the kid, he goes back and then he turns around and then Tommy's just standing there and I'm like, no way they're
this
gonna.
is done yet.
Yeah, that's that.
Oh yeah, it is. You're right.
And I'm like,
it says, oh crap.
no way,
their kid
Tommy.
just died. They
And
really
then-
did that.
I'm
They
like-
really did kill a child.
And I was like,
F.
no way they're gonna kill this kid. He's gonna have to squeeze out of this situation. But you know what's happening?
No, he just gets
And usually, if they kill a kid, they'll like draw it out maybe, but you don't have it's off screen and it's just like Tommy, what are you doing? It's like Tommy, no, and Tommy just immediately swings his axe and kills the kid.
Yeah.
That shook me.
Yeah, it was like I was like, wow, you're really gonna do that?
Yeah, and this is when I said like before that I said poor kid, and they're like why? And I was like ew.
Yep, and then we cut back after the kids died. There's like 3 kids that die. I don't know. I'm not here to count the amount of deaths, but
Oh yeah, I said
Ziggy. We cut back to Ziggy, of course, and Nick. And
they're hanging
like,
out.
They're getting really along and stuff.
Mm.
They're like gonna like kiss and stuff.
Mm. They did.
But then he's like, "Oh, but I'm a counselor and you're a camper."
I'm like 24.
It's like a 2-year difference.
I know.
Everyone like makes a huge deal out of it, but like
it's not.
I feel like in high school it's like that's like normal. Anyway. Then we're halfway through. How far are we in the recording, guys? Let's see. About 40 minutes. Okay. We're gonna start zooming. Don't worry. Usually the ending does go a little faster, I would say, because I'm typing a lot of stuff.
That was me.
Oh, I was like, what are you doing? Anyway, oh yeah, I kind of forgot to mention. Oh, this is when I wrote down. It sucks that Ziggy's gonna die, because, you know, that's, like, the whole point of this movie. And I was like, wow, this is gonna be sad. And then we cut back to Cindy. And, oh, yeah, we forgot to mention, they're in, like, a cavern now.
Yeah.
They got stuck. They got chased by Tommy.
And then
Cindy and Alice got chased by Tommy.
They kicked out a boulder, and it, like, blocked Tommy away.
Yeah, so now they're in, like, this creepy, nasty cavern.
Yeah, with a bunch of mold. And
then they're like, oh yeah, this is okay. So now we can talk about. They find out that in the book that this little cavern's like a map.
Yeah.
Oh, there's like a map of the cavern in the book. It's like the symbol. So they're trying to get out that way, and then they like.
And no, Cindy leaves, and Alice is like, "You're an idiot. We're just gonna die down here." No, first she leaves and she's like, "I gotta go out." She's like, "You're an idiot." Then she circles around, and Cindy and Alice is like, "Boo, I gotcha." Because you just circle back around. Yeah,
also we forgot to mention these 2 girls used to be best friends when they were younger.
Yeah, and Cindy wasn't a good,
She was like, a bad kid, basically, before. And then, anyway, so they're in this cavern. And then Alice touches, like, this heart in this cave. And it was so nasty. Gross. I was like, ew, why would you touch that?
Yeah. Oh,
and she
accidentally
did. Nah, she got on her knees and touched it.
Wow.
And then she starts running away because she saw something, and then she broke her leg. That was pretty funny. I think she deserved it.
Wow.
And then we realized that the bully girl is still in the porta potty.
Mm-hmm.
And then we cut again.
Why we got that scene.
We cut again to the girl who the hippie girl, and she's having sex.
Yes.
Another sex scene.
Lots of sex.
And I was like, oh, she's gonna die. And then I said, this girl I forgot about is gonna die after sex. Shocker. I don't remember typing that, but that's pretty funny. I'm gonna hand it to my past self. That was funny. And then, she dies. I said, like, the deaths in these movies are actually brutal. Like, just no cuts or anything. They just die. That's what I was trying to say. Like, they're shocking deaths. You don't expect, like, you're expecting her. Like, I was like I said, I knew she was gonna die. But, like, she just gets, what did she get, axed in the face as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like, bro, where does that come from?
No, yeah, you're right. Wow, yeah, this movie is
she dies.
Sudden.
She gets wrecked. That's pretty funny. No, like, because, like, we literally see her for a total of 5 minutes in the movie.
Oh, yeah. I didn't really...
Like, I legit forgot about her.
Yeah, me too. I forgot about her, and I thought, when they cut, it was like, oh no, I left that girl. I thought it was that girl who got, like, she escaped and got...
Yeah, there's a lot of characters in this movie that look the same.
Similar?
Like, dark hair girls who are... There's multiple bullies, by the way, that both have dark hair and look, like, the same. Because later we see one and I think that's where we cut to actually. Is great, more kids are gonna die. Yes, and then like she runs out, and then yeah, more kids die. I don't remember. I think it was like the 3 kids.
There's the 3 kids captured.
The power goes out, and
There's 3 kids captured in the
We don't see it.
Sunnyvale, and the guy goes
Yeah,
to leave
yeah.
because Nick is like, guys, you gotta get back to the hall thing because there's a
Yeah.
killer here. Oh, that's what they discovered, the kid with the glasses body later.
yeah,
Earlier.
but we don't even see these deaths. We see the remains later, and it's
Which
disgusting.
is so gross, and I'm like, no way they kill more kids, and they do. This
Oh,
movie
and
is
then
hardcore.
one kid literally got decapitated. Apparently,
I had that down.
I don't remember that.
I said decapitation, and I don't remember. I said decapitation.
Yeah, I don't remember the decapitation.
Yeah, We're just missing out.
Yeah, I guess it must have been pretty cool. And then the killer just chasing Ziggy, and is ignoring the cop.
No, that's not. It wasn't a kid who got decapitated. I remember now. When they were in the outhouse.
Oh wait. Oh wow.
Yeah, they were in the outhouse,
I just didn't.
and Ziggy and the other dude.
Oh yeah, they go back.
counselor-
You have to explain it. They go back to the outhouse to check on the cockroach girl, and she's in there, and then Ziggy like knocks her out because she's trying to fight.
She brings like there's a curly
The
hair
cop.
counselor
Yes.
with him. She brings that dude with him,
And
they
Nick.
like fight, and then Tommy.
Wait, no, Nick's not there, is he?
Nick is not there. He's still
He comes
rounding
later,
up
though.
kids.
But yeah, then the curly hair guy gets
Bro,
decapitated.
it's like, and it's Tommy just appears, and it's like, and they
Wait.
don't know about Tommy yet. Ziggy doesn't know about Tommy. She's like, Tommy, and Tommy
Yeah.
just lumbers up
Yeah,
and
yeah, that's what it is.
swipes at him. And
What
it's-
happens to the girl boulder? Does she die here?
I don't think she does.
Did we
Wait,
just never see her again?
really?
She must have died here. I don't
remember that though. I think she like ran away. No. Oh, I'm an idiot. What was happening? What happened to the girl then?
Shh, you're yelling, bro.
I'm just so confused. Okay, I remember what happened. She got knocked out, hit in another stall, and then she heard Cindy and Alice yelling from down there, and that thing was right above the outhouse.
Yeah.
And like, there's like, oh, we got a bucket from the cockroaches. We'll just pull you guys up. And they were doing that with Alice, pulling her up with the string and stuff, and then Tommy just appears and decapitates that dude, and he falls into the outhouse thing, and they fall back down. So does Ziggy. Doesn't. She runs away.
Yeah. And then this is when Cindy realizes there's gonna be another exit in the cave.
She does.
Yeah, she realizes that, and then Alice is like, "Well, I'll stay because like my leg's broken."
It's like, I don't want to drag you on.
And I was like, I still don't like you, Alice. Even, oh yeah, because this is after they have like a heart-to-heart, and Cindy's like, I'm sorry, and Alice is like, I'm sorry. And there's a lot of backstory stuff that I'm not going to get into because there's a lot. Basically, like, they like rob some, I don't even know, to be honest. It doesn't matter. They,
It's a lot.
yeah, Cindy snitched on Alice. Alice was like, you suck for that. Anyway, Alice is sitting next to Satan Stone, and that's important for some reason. I don't remember why.
It's like the hand is here, and she dug up the hand.
Yeah, but we find that out later. She's gonna try and stab Tommy, but we all know that it won't work. I think that was for Ziggy. Ziggy tries to stab Tommy.
No, you're going way too forward.
No, I'm not. It's literally right here.
No, it's... What happens is she runs to the bug room, and I think Nick is there, and Tommy has chased them both there. And what Tommy does is, like, they're hiding from him, and he smashes a case thing with a snake in it.
Yeah, I just skipped past that.
And
'cause
that's
it's
why
irrelevant.
I put snake.
Yeah,
It's
that-
not irrelevant.
I mean, yeah, it is.
They get found out, and like Nick, again air quotes you can't see, sacrifices himself. His leg got hit with an axe. He survives apparently, But then she runs away to the into a closet. Then but okay. Cindy is escaping at the same time. There's a cage, there's a vent thing that she's escaping out, but like she's kicking it. I mean, okay, this part doesn't make sense to me. How is Tommy not hearing it? And Ziggy walks right past because we see a drawer open with a knife.
She turns the music on.
I know, but that still doesn't make sense.
Ziggy turns that song.
I know,
that's the song I was talking about.
That's what I was saying. I'm about to say. Even though she turns that music on, it was not that loud, and she still would have saw her.
Oh, who cares? Yeah, I mean, the mother of pearl. Yeah, that doesn't matter. But yeah, so
I'm
that's
just
when
nitpicking.
Cindy tries to stab Tommy, and it's like, really, dude, that's not gonna work.
And then Tommy chokes.
No, Ziggy tries to stab Tommy. Sorry, and then yeah, Tommy tries to
choke her,
and then she puts a bag on his head. And that's where
bro,
the bag
I
comes
think
from.
I put right here. I'm like spooky bag boy.
Then that's when I was like, how does he see?
Oh,
it's like the witch just like let him see through it or something.
I don't think it helps the witch. The witch doesn't really. Actually, yeah, whatever, man.
And then what happens next? She kills him. Cindy kills him to save Ziggy.
And then
or vice versa, who knows? I don't remember. But like we all know he's not dead.
Yeah.
And then there's a cute sister.
He dies.
Okay, but he's not dead for.
Yeah.
We know he's gonna come back. That's what you know what I meant.
Yeah, and I wrote down no, we did it at some point. I think there was something with that.
I'm sure there was.
Yeah, it's like no.
And then there was a cute sister moment apparently where they like start bonding, like apologizing and like heart to heart.
And then Alice comes out of nowhere.
Wait. And then I said, I really don't want Ziggy to die. I'm sad. She's still alive right now. But then Alice. I don't know why I spelled whole right there. I spelled whole wrong. But yeah, we get like this creepy music and they're gonna jump scare us with this person coming out of like the hole. And it's like, why are you even trying to do that? It's obviously gonna be Alice. And I was like, that's a stupid attempt at trying to scare us.
I don't know, man.
It was obviously gonna be Alice. Anyway, I said, why even try with that scare? That's a horrible attempt. I was actually mad. Why would you steal? Oh yeah, and then Alice stole her hand. And then I was like, why would you do that? And then I was like, oh wait. Never mind, that makes sense. And then
they have to place it with like her bones or something.
Yeah, to like make her rest or whatever, the witch. And then Ziggy gets a bloody nose and touches the hand, and we know what happens when your blood touches remains of the witch. You get all these people trying to attack you.
Which I'm like, you have no idea what you just did.
And then, And then the cave produces killers.
Oh yeah, I was like,
just comes right out of the heart.
That's what I love, and I can't wait to see this expanded on. We get to see how and where they come from. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that's so cool.
I hope they do like more movies with those, like that one killer with like doll head. This guy right here.
Oh,
you guys can't see what I'm pointing to.
I want to see like spin-offs of their like own thing.
But it's on the screen. Yeah, I hope we do. Anyway, what happens?
They come after her.
And then and then Alice gets frickin'. Oh yeah, Tommy's back alive. Shocker.
And then he turns around. Alice turns around. He's like swipes her. And
oh yeah, but that was like right after like Alice was like, I want to come with you guys to do this. Please, we're like friends now. And then she dies.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know what they're trying to do there, but I didn't like Alice enough. I was starting to like her a little more then, and then she just died, and I was like, I mean, not a huge loss. She's dead. Oh well. And then she was still alive, and then I don't know why they did that. Why did they make her still alive, and then she died?
Oh no, I thought it was a cool thing, I guess.
And then the creepy singing girl's back, the nurse's daughter, apparently.
Hmm?
And then I said I really like how, even though both the movies had similar plots and the same killers, that they were both very different movies that I've so far really enjoyed. And I stand by that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I literally said that earlier in the podcast, and I don't remember writing that down. But yeah. And then, okay, this is when they start to run to the tree, which is where they think that the body is buried so they can reconnect the hand
Oh crap!
with
that
the
scene
body.
is so good.
Yeah, and then
I
they
really
get
like that.
surrounded by all the killers, and there's like no way out and stuff. And then there was like more good music, and then the creepy doll head killer. He was sick. I really liked him.
Him?
This guy right here.
Little guy?
This guy, yeah.
I know.
He was cool.
I don't know.
And then they have no way out, and then Cindy's like, let's just run for it. I'm gonna take out Tommy, and you're gonna run. Get ready to run. And then
What happens?
what happens is Cindy gets
Hit to the ground.
hit to the ground by Tommy. Ziggy gets captured by the doll guy.
And just
He gets stabbed a bunch, and then Cindy gets axed a bunch, and they both die.
Which that just caught me off guard. I knew what I thought. I knew Ziggy. I thought she was.
Wait, yeah. And then I was like, I'm super confused, and then they died together, which is really sad. But I'm still confused. And then this is the reveal of Ziggy is actually C. Berman.
Which I knew that.
I also wrote that down. I said Christine is the present girl. Here's the cop dude saving Ziggy. Oh yeah, the cop dude Nick saved Ziggy. That's why Ziggy's alive.
Okay.
She got stabbed alive. Anyway, and then
I need some.
This is what I said.
Before you move on.
Wait, I know. I'm saying I kind of knew this plot twist was coming, but it still confused me a little bit. Like I knew it was gonna come. Like I didn't know, but I was like that could happen, but I didn't actually think they were gonna go with it.
I have 2 things to say here. At first, I didn't really know anything. I thought Ziggy was the main character, and I thought it was just a nickname for Cindy or something, C. Berman. I thought I knew that she was C. Berman.
So you were so not dumb, but like
accidentally correct.
knew it.
Yeah,
that's kind of funny.
And I was confused when the other person was C. Berman. I'm like, did she get like renamed or something? Did she take on her name when she dies?
No, yeah. So
Oh, and also I have something to say. How the cop Nick saves her?
Who knows? She was stabbed a lot.
I know. I'm saying, how do you? It's just I don't know like anything about like CPR, but she got stabbed. How is doing like mouth to mouth and pumping the chest?
Just to bring her heart back. To pumping, like her heart stopped, so they wanted it to.
I know, but.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about it either. Anyway, I wanted to say that I was more sad that Cindy is dead. And I said like, dang,
And
I said I knew this
died.
happened, but not really. And then I had thought. Anyway, yeah, I already said what I was gonna say. Like I thought. It was an idea in my mind. Basically, to make it clear, guys, like Ziggy the whole time we thought was gonna die because C. Berman is alive, and she said her sister died in the present.
Mm-hmm.
C. Berman, or C, would be Cindy, which is what you're led to think, and then the plot twist is that Ziggy is the one who lives. And I was kind of sad that Cindy died because I kind of like Cindy more, and her character development was better than Ziggy's.
Yeah, I mean I like them both.
I like them both, but I don't know, man. It's really sad that Cindy died because she really.
And she didn't just die by like one like stab. She died.
She got axed
brutally
to death, and that's when I realized I was like, I knew one of them was gonna be brought back to life, and I thought it was gonna be Cindy, but
like
once you saw like how
no
she was dying, you're like, all right,
recovering from
there's no way
that.
Cindy's alive. But at the same time, that's when I was like, Ziggy got stabbed a lot
in the side
and stuff.
Like
so that's why I was like, she's not gonna come back to life either. Like, what is this?
like I don't.
Then we go back to the present, and basically they're talking, and Dina and Josh are like, we know we found the body, because that's what. Oh yeah, we didn't mention that. We're so stupid. Ziggy and Cindy couldn't find the body. Like, it wasn't under the tree like they thought.
I meant to say that.
Yeah, it's somewhere else, which we now know in the present is where the mall is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when no, that's a lie. That's a lie.
Which I said here. No, it's in the mall. And I was like,
No, it's not.
yes, it is.
The body
The body's on the side of the road.
On the side of the road. The tree
where they
where
left
the hand. Yeah, that's another thing we forgot is the hand got buried in like this hole in like the rain.
And I was like, in the mall?
So now the hand is in the mall, so they need to bring the hand to the body.
Which, okay.
Now we're caught up.
Then, okay, what they did is they went to the mall and they grabbed the hand and they just got out of there. They just,
yeah.
And then Dina by herself unwrapped the bones and stuff and just put it together, and then she ended up in the 1666
yeah, she's the witch.
As the witch.
Yeah.
And I was like, this caught me off guard because I was like, so did the story of 1 and 2, just like the whole thing with 1 just end right there?
Mm-hmm.
And well, I was thinking, did it just end and now are we just seeing Dina's vision?
No. I think the overall story will continue. And that's when, like, yeah.
Because what is also weird is I watched the trailer for it at the end, and it was like she saw like the people from the 80s movie were there, but at the same age in the 80s one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a different movie for sure.
Yeah, Ziggy was there as the same age, but she's still alive.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll watch it, and we'll do a podcast, obviously, on it.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be our next podcast. But we're not done for this one. I put great movie, also 8 out of 10. I would like to change my rating.
I thought this was a fantastic
I
movie.
gave both of these movies 8 out of 10s, the first and second. I want to change part 1 to a 6.
I want to change
6.5.
I want to change mine to a 7. No, that still seems a bit too high.
I think 6.5 around there for the part 1. This one I would
but it was
stay
really
the same. This is an
good
8.
Too. It was really good too.
I didn't try to rewatch it. I was rewatching it the other night because I'm rewatching all of them for my ranking video. Stay tuned for that. For my ranking video, so I was rewatching it with some friends because they hadn't seen it yet, and I fell asleep during it because it was late. But I'm gonna rewatch the whole thing, and it just wasn't. I just didn't find it as interesting as this one. Straight up.
Oh yeah, this one was way more interesting. My attention like never
and
dropped.
Maybe it's like that's another thing. I kind of like. It was the same amount of I shouldn't say the same amount of people dying, but like all the characters you knew and loved died. But I think the reason that this one was easier to get through and I wasn't as upset about the people dying is because Alice sucked, and because we knew they were gonna die, except for one. We thought Cindy was gonna live. Well, I did, because that's how you're supposed to think it, unlike you. And
we don't have to talk about it.
I don't know. I thought that was another reason why I liked it more, because Simon and Kate's death in the first one they came out of nowhere.
They were,
and it seemed kind of lazy. Like they were like.
They were. I just want to say, they were gory. Not Simon's per se, but Kate's. They were gory.
Simon's was pretty not funny, but like it came out of nowhere.
It caught me off guard. I'm like, no way, this is gory. And I just saw like the second one, and that is way gory.
Yeah. The second one is a superior movie.
Yeah, it's. I'll give this. I'll give the first one a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Other than my 8.5 that I originally gave it, which is, yeah. But I'll give this one an 8. The same as you. Yeah. Can't wait to get mad at reviews.
Yeah, time to read some reviews, guys. I'm excited because people think this is the best Fear Street. IMDb-wise, people think that. The first one...
The first 3 aren't a 1 out of 10.
Yeah, this is weird, guys. So part 1 has... Or the first one, sorry. Says 7 out of 10, and the title is An Upgrade. Then it says, this was so much better than part 1. There's one exposition scene that doesn't fit, but it's overall. It's over almost as soon as it starts. The film is consistent throughout, isn't afraid to be brutal, and finally delivers on the tone the trailers promise for this trilogy. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what
they promised.
No, I don't know what scene they're talking about that didn't fit, because there's a lot of different scenes in the movie. Anyway. The next one's 8 out of 10. It was fun when you don't take it seriously. I don't know where this is going. If you watch it as a regular slasher flick instead of comparing it to the book, it's actually much more fun to watch. Not everything has to be taken seriously. Maybe that's why people didn't like part 1. They were comparing it to the book, and we haven't read the book. Maybe that was it. It didn't seem like it, but
from what the reviews said, it just seemed like
people
they
were
thought
stupid.
it was something different, and they were really disappointed and mad.
Yeah, maybe I like I said, I haven't read the books, but maybe they're like the books are extremely different because that would make sense because this is a rated R movie trilogy, and the books are for children. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, the third one is 8 out of 10 as well. I agree. This one is a lot better than part 1. I also agree.
Mm-hmm.
Part 1 had such a bizarre tone for me when I watched it. I didn't know who to root for. I kept wondering why all the characters were so emotional, angry, and annoying because they're teenagers. And yes, the constant 90s nostalgia music being shoved down our throats. I thought it was too overwhelming. Trust me, I noticed it too. This one, however, I thought kept it pretty lean by continuing on part 1 in the beginning with a C. Berman character starting her part of the story enough to keep you intrigued for what's to come, and it doesn't disappoint. Sadie Sink did a fabulous job, and the rest of the cast did as well. Not a lot of whiny dialogue, and you got to know each other's characters in a more relaxed way instead of everyone simply yelling at each other all the time like in part 1. I was glad to see that the story in part 2 had mostly to do with what happened to C. Berman and included none of the characters from the first film, minus in the bits in the beginning and in the end, respectfully. And it's set at a camp, right? Especially back in 1978. I mean, come on, man. That camp full of all those kids in those days in 1978 would be right for the picking for a serial killer. And this film doesn't come back on the slasher flick type gore either. You'll be satisfied, I assure you. Again, unlike part 1, I really didn't find myself rolling my eyes. Once, great addition to the story overall. Looking forward to part 3 after this.
They do have.
This was a good review.
Yeah, they do have a point about the first one that I'm realizing now. They do just kind of yell at each other the whole time in the first one, which
I think.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't know why they did that, because they show in this movie that that the writers didn't need to be like bad. Because I that's why, like, another thing, I think that's why I liked part 1 a lot more before I watched this one, is because I thought it was good, and then when you have something to compare it to, it's like part 2, it's like, oh, they could have done a lot better. Maybe not. I think part 1 was needed to be done the way it was done. It just sucks that it had to be the first one to come out.
Yeah, it's also needed to help this movie be better. But to help this movie be good. Like, the bad parts of the first one, maybe, or, like, the parts people didn't really like, it's, again, needed to help this.
Alright, now I'm going to read this 1 out of 10 just because we need a bad review. It took me a while to scroll down to find them, though.
There's a 3 out of 10?
This movie is for those who grew up on Goosebumps movies but aren't ready for real horror movies yet. It's basically a simple Goosebumps plot with the addition of drugs and cuss words. Bro, this is based off a book. This guy maybe doesn't realize that. How do you have a conversation with yourself? This is why you're getting blood in the chest with the knife. Okay, this guy's just really just nitpicking. Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna read this out because it's a bad review. And he was comparing it to Goosebumps, which
this is not really a Goosebumps.
No. It's based off a book, and I don't know if he knew that. It didn't seem like this person knew that.
And this doesn't seem like a Goosebumps story to me.
I didn't find it. That's like the thing. Like, scary stories to tell in the dark, and even Fear Street Part 1 to me felt like
their own thing.
No, felt like kids horror or teen horror.
Well, I can understand
the
first part.
Book horror.
Are you talking about Scary Stories too?
Yes.
Oh,
Scary Stories
Stories
and Fear Street Part 1.
Yeah.
Both of those to me felt like the same category of child book horror. And, like, obviously Fear Street was more more swearing and a little bit more gore. But this movie to me literally didn't feel like a kid's story or a book. It felt like
this felt like
straight up movie. Yeah.
Thing.
Which is why I think I like this one a lot more.
This might be my favorite at the end of this. I don't know.
We'll see.
I'm really excited to watch it.
Equally as bad and Okay, let's read this one. Another failed attempt at a romance friendship movie. It's a horror movie. I think this person's watching the wrong movie. They again tried to make the main focal point the relationship of a bunch of annoying people that you've never really have an interest in, and then throw invincible killers in the mix. Didn't work in the first one. Definitely doesn't work here. If they would have taken out all the dragged out scenes of people trying to build their relationships and share sob stories whilst being hunted by killers, it may have been okay. So you just want people to run from a killer? You don't know anything about the people running.
That's not
how movies work.
See, something's called emotional attachment when you learn more
Also,
about a person.
that would be a 10-minute movie.
Yeah, that.
But then the ending, I mean, I'm okay with throwing some logic out the window in a slasher, but the ending was too much. The girl got stabbed in the stomach like 5 to 10 times, and then some random kid revives her with CPR. In what world could that possibly work? She didn't die of a heart attack or drowning. CPR would literally be pumping even more blood out of her. She would have died more absolute. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
That's actually...
No, I mean, that's a fair point, but, like, not enough to, like, give it a 2 out of 10. Disappointing. Okay.
Just dumb, disappointing, and super flat.
I think that's enough with the,
I'm ready to be done with this.
Let's read one more good one. Did we already read this one? Oh, yes, we did not. Oh, it's a short one. Don't want that.
I'm glad for a short one, man.
Oh,
9 out of 10, really?
9 out of 10. The atmosphere is great for a late night, and the kids are believable as a real, diverse group. The next installment looks incredibly promising. Short review, but that's true.
That's
good casting.
I
think they did very well in this movie.
Yeah.
What the heck? Let's see if there's any goofs. Just for fun.
Goofs?
Yeah, like bloopers or like stuff they messed up. I mean, during the camp competition rally, and a counselor says comments that another is, I don't know what that means.
Shagadelic?
Yeah, what the heck?
That's like
it was
what
first used in
that's what Austin Powers says. Shagadelic, baby.
Around an hour and 31, Cindy and Ziggy dig up a rock that's been buried a few feet under the ground. The rock was impossibly clean of dirt. Okay. That's fine. The snake featured in the Science and Nature cabin appears to be a juvenile bull snake. They're really going into this. Which, according to the Ohio Department of Natural Resources, is not native to the state in which the movie takes place.
Oh my god.
Is this what the goofs are, guys? Come on, do better.
Actually, the snake is not really alive back then, and it wasn't in that state.
Who finds out this information?
That's so stupid. That's so dumb. Trivia. Camp Nightwing is referenced to the setting of the Fear Street book Lights Out, although the plots are different.
Hmm?
So what?
What?
I'm going to look. Fear Street books. I don't know. I think it's actually is kind of like Goosebumps where there's different ones.
The New Girl, the Surprise Party, the Missing, the Wrong Number.
Oh, so it literally is like that.
Wow.
List of Fear Street.
Oh, I'm kind of interested now.
Hold up.
I know it's not even gonna be.
What Fear Street books are the movies based on? Nope, that's not what I. Yeah, that's what I want to know. The streaming services for science fiction.
This isn't really answering.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Are the Fear
here we
Street
go.
movies connected?
Yeah. What a question. They're not really based concretely in
they
in
have
the book.
not seen.
Okay, so these aren't. I kind of want to read a Fear Street book just to kind of.
Yeah,
see
me too. I'm kind of interested.
I told you it was like Goosebumps.
But like,
List of Fear
arguably
Street
better.
book. I don't know.
I don't know.
There's a lot though. Like a lot.
Oh my.
New Fear Street.
The Stepbrother, Camp Out, Scream, Jennifer Scream, The Bad Girl.
Fear Street novel. Oh, he made like real novels.
Ooh. Give
Return
me
to Fear Street. Fear Street Super Chiller. What does that mean? Silent
Cheerleaders, The Fear Street Saga.
Fear Street, The House of Evil. There's a lot of Fear Streets.
Oh, these are like sagas and stuff. Fear
Yes.
Street sagas.
That'll be interesting. I might check these out. I know they're for the childs.
I'm kind of interested.
But yeah, that's Fear Street Part 2, 1978.
This has gone on a while, but
Hour and 13 minutes, shorter than the Part 1.
really,
Surprisingly.
Yeah,
But I'm trying to think of what else to say. I mean, it was good. I recommend to watch it. Watch Part 3 before the next podcast comes out, which will be whenever we feel like it. I'm probably gonna watch it tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it tomorrow.
And then we'll record it in the next
week. maybe.
Probably in the next week. I don't have a lot of time after tomorrow. Maybe we'll have to watch it during the day tomorrow and record it tomorrow night. We'll see. I don't know. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie.
I watch these movies during the day.
I mean, yeah. And then next after Fear Street Part 3, give us some suggestions on what to cover next. I'm thinking of just doing some random movie. Or maybe we'll cover the Friday franchise.
We've seen everyone.
It doesn't matter if we've seen it or not. I don't know why you keep saying that.
I know, but we have some opinions. I mean, it depends on the one we choose.
I haven't seen some of them in a while.
Yeah.
But the ones I want to rewatch are Part 8, because a lot of people are saying Part 8. Oh, and Part 8 and Part 5. People are saying are not as bad as people always say they are.
That's actually kind of true.
I've been seeing people say spoiler. I don't know why we don't need to be talking about this on this podcast, but we're gonna anyways. People say Part 5 is bad because spoilers. Actually, I'm not even gonna say it. You know why. But it's just watch it for what it is. People are saying. But anyway, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Another movie.
Yeah, we could just cover the more controversial ones,
No, I wanna. If we're gonna do it, I'm gonna do them all. But I think it would be 1, 2, 3 in one episode, 4, 5, because there's a lot, and we don't need to go through a movie like we are for Fear Street. I like doing this for Fear Street because it's
individual.
It's
type.
in depth.
Only 3 movies, not 12.
That, and it's yeah, we can quickly go through the Fridays. Those movies are a lot easier to go through. Other movies I want to watch and cover are Blair Witch would be cool.
I haven't... Wait, Project? Or the Blair... Okay.
Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
There's so many movies. I'm gonna do reviews, guys, on The Exorcist. It's gonna be happening. Texas Chainsaw Massacre I want to do. The Fridays are gonna be covered at some point on here.
I actually really would like to cover Texas Chainsaw because I remember we watched it, and it must have been we were really tired that
I'm telling
night,
you, I've watched the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre more times than I would have liked, and more times than I've watched movies that I really enjoy, because I just want to understand why people like it. I'm not even kidding.
The first time I watched it and the only time I watched it, I was so bored, and I just did not have a good time.
Yeah, I need to figure. I'm gonna do some research into it and figure out why people like it so much. I don't know. We'll probably cover it, but I'm definitely gonna do a video on my own where I literally just talk about why I dislike it. Same with The Exorcist. Same with what other movies that people like.
I've seen The Exorcist. I gotta watch that.
What other movies do people? Mandy, I couldn't get into. We're gonna have to finish. We're gonna have to watch that. I couldn't get into it.
Mandy. I really don't want to restart Mandy.
I don't either. Yeah, that's probably it. There's so many movies. I'm just looking at my collection at the moment, and so many movies we can cover.
Watch Scooby-Doo.
I want to cover Psycho at some point as well, but maybe I'll invite you on for an actual video for Psycho.
Maybe.
Because you haven't seen it and it's really good. Anyway, guys, that's it for this. Part 3 coming soon. Other videos, maybe. I've been struggling with technical difficulties and stuff, so I can't really push videos out like I want to. And I like doing the podcasts. And I think that maybe for our next podcast after Fear Street Part 3, we don't even need a movie. Maybe we'll just talk about other stuff, other horror stuff, or a genre, or
we don't need a movie, but we probably need a topic.
Well, yeah, obviously topics. Or even if we do pick a movie, we don't need to rewatch it, take all these notes, which it's fun to go through the movie like we just did, but we can also just talk about what we liked about it and quickly go through it. Anyway, we're still rambling. I'm rambling.
All right.
That's it.
Bye.
This will be uploaded soon when you see it. So, see you guys in the next one. Peace. Thanks for listening.